Hey guys, how are you? And welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jordana, and if not, then thank you for coming back and taking the time to watch my videos. I truly appreciate it. On today's video, I'm gonna grab a few things, full face of first impressions and reviewing some products that I just got, and also adding in some products that I have in my project progress and on my private project pan. So if you want to see me doing my full face with new makeup, project progress makeup, and project pan makeup, then just keep on watching. Okay, to start, I already have my brows done. I've been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I don't know if I shown it to you guys before, but this is what I've been loving. I already ran out another one that I had, and this is my backup. And this is the Swarkov Got to Be Glued Styling Spiking Glue, and this is water resistant. And it's what I've been using to set my brows, and I've been trying it on myself. Just to do my brows and set them in place. This is also something that I want to try and be sure about before recommending it to you guys, because it would be an affordable type of brow gel for you guys. And on my lips to prep them, I have the Agave Lip Mask by Vibe Beauty. And this one I got on the appreciation something sale from Sephora. I can tell you right now that I truly love this product again. I used to have the first formula that they released and I loved it, but the packaging sucked. So they changed the packaging, and this is beautiful and it hydrates your lips like nothing else. So I was planning on putting it on my kids, but I'm so obsessed with it that I'm gonna just go through my entire lip balm collection and put it on my kids and keep this one for myself. To prep my skin for foundation, I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and this is something that I also got from the appreciation sale. And I've been wanting to try this since forever. So I know this is supposed to be more hydrating, but I've seen people with oily skin using it. And since I have combination skin, I thought that I would give it a try. Oh, it's sort of cooling on the face, and it has sort of a lemony type of scent. Makes my skin feel hydrated, but it doesn't make it feel oily as I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna feel sort of like a beauty oil, but it doesn't. To blur out my pores, I'm going to use the Professional, which is the one that I have in my project pan, the private project pan that I've been doing. And you guys know this is a staple in my collection. For foundation, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder, and I have this sample because I ordered a few things from Charlotte Tilbury. Already loving this foundation. You can see one side, this is the side with the foundation compared to the other one. So the coverage is super light, but it looks flawless at the same time. You can still see my skin through it, but it's not as imperfect as this side. I wanted this sample so bad because I've been meaning to try this foundation for the longest time. Okay, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. I didn't have to use a huge amount. I used my fingers, of course, so they don't swallow product. But this is a beautiful foundation with a beautiful finish. It's better than what I was expecting. And it looks completely like skin, so glowy, so beautiful. I wish you guys could see this in person. It just made my skin flawless without being super high coverage. I would happily add this to my kit. For my eyes, I'm gonna use my Dior Skin Forever Undercover Concealer and my Born This Way Concealer. I have this one in golden beige, so that's why I'm gonna use this one to lighten it up. But I've been loving this, and these two I got on the sale as well. The doe foot on the Too Faced one is super huge, and I love the coverage. I love how it feels. In my opinion, it's way better than the Tarte Shape Tape. It doesn't feel as drying or as heavy, and for me, that's amazing, because the thing that I didn't like about the Tarte Shape Tape is that it was so dehydrating everywhere, even though I have combination skin. So this is definitely better. And I love the consistency of the Dior one as well. I could choose either or, and they're up there with my NARS one. So the Tarte one, it's been just not the best for me anymore. So now I'm gonna grab my beauty blender. This is stamped and it's clean. It's a little bit stained, but it's clean. And I'm gonna just tap the concealer. If you guys wanna consider as good as the NARS one for your kit, this is better because it has more than double of the amount of product, and it's cheaper, I think a few dollars cheaper. So this would be a better choice for your kids. I'm thinking about after I finish my NARS ones, which are my favorite, I'm gonna just replace them with this one because it's definitely up there in quality and it's lower in price and it has more quantity, so it's a way better choice for my kids. I have this palette on my Project Progress, so I'm gonna go in with the Sculpting Cream from the Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Contour Palette Volume 2, and I'm gonna just grab it with the JH08 from Jaclyn Hill collection of brushes. So I'm grabbing a small amount and I'm gonna just start buffing it into my skin. Okay, that looks beautiful and it's not moving my foundation. And this shade is perfection. This is basically the sculpting powder in medium but in a cream form. This palette was sent to me by Kevyn Aucoin and I haven't really played with it that much, but I love that it has cream contour, cream powder, cream highlight, and powder highlight, and then it has all these like contours for the eyes and the face in an eyeshadow form. So this is a really full-on palette and it comes with a cheat sheet of what you can do with it. That for me is amazing, and the packaging is really pretty as well. And now I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, the cream highlighter in the palette with my fingers. Okay guys, so to set everything, I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty powder. I was just outside and my face started melting because the humidity here it's 100%. So I have to set my makeup. I always have to set it, whether it's a long wearing foundation, not a hydrating foundation like this one. I always have to set it because it will move if I don't, and I will sweat like crazy if I don't. This powder works amazingly for baking, but I'm not gonna bake today because I don't wanna lose the luminosity of the foundation. I want to make it shine a little bit through, so I'm just gonna lightly set it. I have here a ton of powder, so I'm just gonna tap off the excess and just tap it to set my concealer and foundation. Okay, since I just set my entire face, I have to contour my nose. You guys know the drill, so I'm gonna use my Ita brush and the powder from the palette. The reason why I don't use creams on my nose is because my nose is the oiliest. So that's why I love to set it and then apply anything that I want to do in my nose. It has to be with powder, not with creams. I love this palette and I've had it in my collection for over a year and it's barely used. With the Kevyn Aucoin powder, a little goes a long way. These are super cool tones, so it will look as like a shadow, but it won't look gray. Now, as a highlighter, since I want to use the entire palette, I'm going to go in with Candlelight. And then on top, I want to use Parisian Lights because the palette that I'm going to use on my eyes is super romantic. So I thought Parisian Lights would go with the theme. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of Parisian Lights and just make the glow even more enhanced. A little bit under my brow bone and on my forehead. And same on the other side. And now mixing the two together, I'm highlighting my chin, the top of my nose, and the tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow. For blush, this is super exciting, but I have here this a new blush, and this is limited edition. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. And I have to say, I'm pretty obsessed with having it in my collection. It's the first Charlotte Tilbury blush, but I know I'm gonna get a ton of them because I love the formula the first time I used it. And now, this is not a first impression because I've used these a couple times, but I really love how soft and beautiful it looks on the cheeks. The way you're supposed to use them is you basically, it's like a nipple. So you basically go around with the deeper shade to use it on your cheeks and then the center shade as a pop. So you just smile and put it on the apples of the cheeks. I love a heavy blush. So now I'm gonna just tone that down with my Radiant Light Powder and a dual fiber brush. And this is a MAC 187. This is just to buff my makeup. So this is my buffing technique. This is all I do. I just grab a little bit of the product and buff my makeup in circular motions with a dual fiber brush. So you can see right here how this looks way more toned down than this side. and this looks like it belongs to my skin, like it was always there. And this looks like it's sitting on top of the skin, so that's why I bought my makeup. For my lids, I want to prime them with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging one, and this is in my private project pan because I really need to finish a few of my eye primers. I never use them and I don't want them to go bad. I never purchase one, I always get them with palettes. For my inner corner, I'm going to apply a little bit of the Fresh Glow stick, and this is from Burberry. This was sent to me by Burberry and I never use it, so I might as well. This is in the shade 01, and I'm just going to put this in my inner corner. And since this is creamy, I'm going to use it also as a base for the eyeshadow that will be popping on my inner corner. So I guess I wasn't filming, but I was using the enhanced shade as a transition shade, and I was saying how much I loved it and that it doesn't look super cool tone. It looks like it has a hint of peach to it, which I appreciate even more. I wish Charlotte Tilbury would come up with a peachy and deep peaches type of palette. I know people that love her formula would love it too. That looks smoky enough. So now I'm gonna put the smoke shade, which is the shade number 3, which is this one right here, with the same brush. I'm gonna keep using the same brush, and I'm gonna apply that all over the lid, and I'm not gonna blow it out. I'm just gonna make it like a infinite smoky eye to the side. I'm not gonna take it way up. I'm just gonna place it right here on the lid and smoke it to the side with the product that's remaining on the brush. That's sort of a infinite diffusement of the eyeshadow. I also like to take it right up here and soften it with another brush. I have to say, this palette should have been made permanent because I have the Dolce Vita palette, and that's the softest that I have because I also have the Vintage Vamp, and I find it to be a little bit harder on the pans. This is as soft as Dolce Vita. I think they should make them all like this. And since Pillow Talk is such a cult classic from Charlotte Tilbury, she should have made this permanent palette, or just like a permanent addition to her palette collection. And then the last step on the upper lid, I'm gonna grab the shade, I'm gonna grab the 4th shade, which is Pop, and I'm gonna grab it with my finger and just pop it all over the lid. I love this because if you're not that into glitter because you think it looks tacky, that's what I think most of the time. This glitter from the palette, and this is the way it's meant to be used, looks so expensive. It doesn't have a base, it's just sort of a glitter that you have to press with your finger, but it's not chunky at all. It just gives it an expensive glow. You can leave it like this or just do the pop like on this eye, and it's sort of a rose gold, so beautiful. These you can apply with a brush, but I prefer to use my finger when applying them. I'm gonna grab the shade number 3 and number 2 mixed together, and I'm gonna smoke my lower lash line and connect it to the upper lash line. And I'm gonna use my Wayne Goss 05 brush. They have almost zero fallout, which is also a good thing. And now grabbing the 38 brush by Jaclyn Hill and just the 2nd shade, which is the pink one right there, I'm gonna smoke it even more. So this is basically a romantic smoky eye. And then grabbing the A16 brush, which is on my favorite brushes video that I just posted, I'm gonna grab the primer shade and I'm gonna place it on top of the Burberry cream highlighter to make it pop. For eyeliner, I'm using my Makeup Forever Aqua XL eyeliner in the shade M10, which is a matte black, and I'm gonna put it in my upper waterline. Of course, I had to mess it up. And a Charlotte Tilbury look is not a Charlotte Tilbury look without a wing eyeliner, so I'm using my Smith 202 and my Sephora gel liner, which is something that I want to finish, but I wouldn't recommend because it's not as beautiful as my Maybelline eyeliner or as my Inglot 77 eyeliner. And for my lower lash line, I'm doing Brooch from Urban Decay. And now I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut in the shade 606. And this is the Artist Color Pencils. You can use them for the brows, for the eyes, for whatever. And I'm gonna just messily line my lips with it. To lighten that, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick, and I'm gonna go straight with the bullet. And then on top of that, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. And I already purchased the new one that they came up with. So as soon as I get it, if you guys want me to do a first impressions, I will. Because I also got the highlighter that comes with the same collection. I love the scent of this. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think about the Pillow Talk palette and the blush. And what you think of this entire look. And if you're happy to see me doing looks like this or just showing you products, I'm gonna leave the ones that I recommend down below, because not everything I always put on my face I would recommend, but some products I think are worth the money. Not everything I use I recommend. Some things I'm just putting in my project pan and I wouldn't really repurchase, or I wouldn't really purchase if they were sent to me. I'm just trying to finish them. But a lot of the things that I use here I truly love, and I'm obsessed with the shadows. So let me know what you think about the Pillow Talk collection if you got it, and about Charlotte Tilbury blushes, which ones are your favorite, because I would die to try some more of them. So everything, my social media and everything will be linked below. Don't forget to let me know if you like this video by giving it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.